Today we are going to show how you properly install Adaptix jaws onto your Jergens vise. First we have our Jergens 6-inch production vise with a ball lock base. The Adaptix soft jaws are compatible with all 6-inch Jergens production vises. The supplied torque driver that is preset to 2.2 foot-pounds. The conversion plate that is required when installing Adaptix jaws onto a Jergens production vise. Conversion plate screws. Fingertips. Studs. Set screws. Stud screws. When mounting a Adaptix jaws to a Jergens vise you will need the following: M4 hex wrench, M8 hex wrench, M10 hex bit. Prior to installing the vise jaws, ensure that all surfaces are clean and free of debris. Once your vise is clean, it is now time to install the jaws. Simply insert the jaws onto the slotted inserts. You will hear them snap into place. Now that your jaws are installed, you are going to grab your M4 hex wrench and set screws. You are going to want to ensure that the set screws are snug. The set screws and conversion plate screws are included with the jaw set. The conversion is required to fix the position of one of the jaws. It can be installed on either end of the vise. Whichever jaw is secured to the conversion plate will be the fixed jaw. The jaw opposite to the conversion plate will be the movable. Torque the 4 M10 socket head cap screws to 35 foot-pounds. The single M12 socket head cap screw gets torqued to 60 foot-pounds. Now that we have our vise jaws installed, we are going to install the fingertips without studs. Using the supplied torque driver, you are going to want to install the tips one at a time. The supplied torque driver is preset to 2.2 foot-pounds. You will hear a click when it's fully tightened. We are going to be installing our Jergens vise onto a machine subplate and dressing our newly installed fingertips. Here we are mounting our Jergens vise with Jergens ball lock fast acting shanks. We are hand tightening these to be snug. Once we have secured the vise to the subplate, we are ready to tighten the vise jaws. Slightly push the fingers forward by hand to ensure there is no interference when installing the fingertips. Tighten to 65 foot-pounds. We are clamping on blocks to stabilize the jaws and simulate the vise being in a clamp state. Mark tips with a marker to create a witness mark. Have a 3/8 carbide end mill ready to dress your tips. We are looking to take off 3 to 5 thousandths. Clean the vise and jaws up with an air hose. and final way to install the studs into the tips is by removing the jaw housing from the vise. Loosen the set screws and remove the housing. Once your housing is removed, insert the tips one at a time. Lastly, after you've installed and tightened the tips, it's time to install the jaws back onto your vise. Now we are going to show you how to install the studs into the fingertips individually. Remove the fingertip and install the stud from the top. Insert your screw from the bottom. Use your included torque driver. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please contact our customer service at 877-486-1454.